Pelosi begged the media to help her sell the Democrats' $3.5 trillion tax and spend bill.
So do you think you need to do a better job at messaging and going forward? How do you sell this if ultimately you have to?
Well, I think you all could do a better job of selling it, to be very frank with you.
Pelosi's asking the media for help, but the media can't say what's actually in this thing because if they did, the entire country would revolt. It's stalled now, thank God, and the Democrats are panicking that we'll start picking through this boondoggle and report what's in it. Well, we did that, and here's what we found. The most expensive bill in American history, $4.3 trillion. When we built the interstate highway system, this is 8 times the cost of that. They want $400 billion for government daycare. That's right, hundreds of billions for federally funded babysitters, literally cradle to the grave. Billions in subsidies to stay home instead of work and give unions total control of the economy. Largest tax increase in American history, $2 trillion. Higher business taxes than socialist Europe and even communist China. Taxes passed down to consumers with higher prices, fueling more massive inflation, bringing us back to the Carter years. $50 billion in death taxes. Makes you pay more taxes after you die, so your family doesn't get as much. $80 billion tax hike on small businesses, which just got slaughtered during the pandemic. Taxes on energy, taxes on employers, and if you smoke cigarettes, the cost of a pack just went way up. Big time tobacco taxes here. Doubles the number of IRS agents, and none are going to be allowed to look at Hunter Biden, just at the rest of us. Lets IRS agents spy on your bank account if you have a balance of over $600, which is pretty much everybody. This is the Green New Deal that most Democrats didn't want to touch because it was too politically toxic, so they just hid everything in this thing. $7 billion for the Green New Deal climate police. They wanted to fund the real police, but fund the climate police. $10 billion in Green New Deal slush funds to indoctrinate college students. $2 billion for green job training. Now, remember, Obama already tried this and he couldn't point to a single green job he created. This blocks American energy exploration, which increases our dependence on the Middle East and Russia. Great areas. $27 billion for a green bank. We're getting ripped off, guys. This is where donors go for cheap loans. It's that simple. Forces Americans to use wind and solar in places where it isn't very sunny or windy. California already did this, and it caused rolling blackouts.